Welcome to YLC, the Young Leaders Committee that promotes and grows youth leadership that ensures the future leaders lead from today by educating and inspiring them to soar higher and higher.
You are welcome to YLC, the body set up for aspiring young leaders to motivate and educate you on how to climb your career ladder. Today, we are looking at rating yourself high and working harder. Rate yourself high and work harder. In the last episode, we talked about rated low. Somebody may rate you low, don't rate yourself low. That's why we say it's a psychological war, because when you are rated low once or twice, the tendency is for you to see yourself as that low. But you can use that as a ladder to spring up and climb your height. Do you really know your true rating in your organization? You need to. Very often people rate themselves far higher than they are for fear of not shooting themselves in their foot. For example, at an interview, a fresh graduate was asked to bargain what she would want to be paid. She mentioned an amount about 400 or 500% higher than what she's supposed to pay in the government setting. Of course, she was dropped. For some other personal attributes of hers added to her being denied the offer. Find out the accurate rating principles in the organization you are in. How do they rate people? First, be well acquainted with the rating pattern. Go beyond that. Find out what other organizations of apparently the same level with your own organization, what they use. Then make your personal assessment criteria slightly higher and tougher. That is how to excel. Don't work at the level of the organization. You may go below. Get to know what the organizational standard is, the principles are, and get something higher. Your personal target should be higher. Get informal rating of yourself from people who will not mislead you, from people who are not sycophants, or those who want to gain from you, and so they may not tell you the truth. Get an objective external rating of yourself. This is vital, but must be done confidentially and in confidence. Compare this with what obtains in the system and draw your personal assessment scheme from all this and have your personal assessment criteria. Set a realistic target based on your assessment of yourself and assiduously work towards it at your personal level. Keep your rating of yourself to your chest. It may be better not to disclose it to any person. Set a standard for yourself that is not too far from the actual. When you attain the new standard, then set another standard and work towards it with all that is in you, with all the resources available to you. What are your gifts? What are your talents and skills? Identify and develop them. With all lowliness and great effort, it's part of the hard work on yourself that can take you high. Find out. There are two apparently conflicting actions that can be combined to advantage, which we want to introduce to you. Number one, identify your strengths and also identify your weaknesses. Build on your strengths while you work to decrease your weaknesses. You must have heard this, it's not new, but we're going to say something that is of interest. But note that there are certain weaknesses that can close your page in your organization, in spite of your many strengths. Take note of this. There are certain weaknesses that may not be tolerated at all, that will overshadow and set aside all your many strengths. There are weaknesses that can accumulate before you are rated low. Discernment and wisdom are needed in working out the most appropriate dynamics. High rating demands ever learning and ever increasing in learning. Acquire more skills and knowledge related to your work and those of persons higher than you in the organization's echelon. I like to take this again. Acquire more skills, more knowledge related to your work, and go beyond that to acquire the same thing of the persons higher than you in the organization's echelon. You may have an opportunity to throw in a word to be of help to them. This will enable you to help your boss or some other superior officer in resolving knotty issues. Consequently, it will mark you out for that post as they go higher or when they exit the organization. Okay, for today, see you at the next episode. Send your comments and requests for personal attention to ylc@gedamconsult.com or make your comments below and we'll get back to you. Thank you.